Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Welcome to today's reading, Nectar Reading session. Today we are going to the chapter 8, part 2, and we will have the birthday of Lord Krishna. Hare Krishna. We'll have the birthday of Lord Krishna. We will have Krishna playing ball, and we will have the visit of Dhenukasura. Short visit. He will come quick and go quick. And just a small note on the birthday of Krishna. I was speaking with one devotee 2 years ago, and she was telling me that Janmashtami festival, we always think of Krishna's birth. But actually, one can also meditate on Janmashtami about his birthday, how Krishna is doing his birthday. And it's a very, very beautiful description. And I think as we go through the descriptions, we should remember that because often we see picture of Krishna getting a bath when he was very young, when he was in his Kumara age. But actually at this stage, when Krishna is getting bathed and decorated, he's actually more grown up. He's actually around 7, 8 years old, maybe. That's, I mean, Poganda is from 6 to 10, so it should be around that time. So when we do our meditation or like this, we can keep that in mind. So we will start. I will share the screen. These are our meditations. And first of all, I mean, I read today such a beautiful verse from Vrindavan Mahimamrita, where Prabhupada Sarasvati said that first of all, give up the false identification to this material body, because this is what keeps you in the terrible cycle of birth and death. Then he said, meditate all the time on your spiritual identity in Sri Vrindavan Dham. Then he said, calamities will come, just tolerate all those calamities. And as long as all this karma is not burnt, remain in Vrindavan and always remember Radha Krishna. So I found it very, very beautiful. And that's what we want to do. We want to give up our false identity, which is a burden, which is giving us so much trouble. We want to let it go, and we want to enter into our identity of a servant, at least that we know, into Sri Vrindavan Dham. And we will go to Talavan. If we have a picture of Talavan forest in front of that kund, and yeah, we let everything away, everything aside from our material identity. Watch nicely the picture and feel yourself entering into the spiritual dimension of Sri Vrindavan Dham. Observe carefully the picture. Now close your eyes and put the picture in the background of your eyes. Feel yourself present. Now with a heart full of humility, please fall on the dust of Vrindavan vers your noble obeisances. Please feel the transcendental vibration of the dust. Feel the gentle breeze that carries the Kirtana fruits. Feel the sounds, the birds, parrots, and peacocks. Now remember your spiritual master, spiritual guide, and ask him for blessings and permission. And look at the first picture. First meditation will be connected to exchange of glances between Krishna and the gopis. And it is in a particular setting because Krishna and the gopis are also surrounded. I mean, the picture is not exactly the same situation, but they're surrounded by elders. So their glances are secrets. Imagine the scene. And maybe we could ask Divya Kishori if you'd like to read the first meditation.
Feeling intensely attracted to Krishna, the gopis disclosed their loving sentiments by offering him their sidelong glances in charity. Their bangles fell silent as they embraced Krishna with their eyes. They felt as if they were beholding a bouquet of beautiful flowers. Feeling intensely attracted to Krishna, the gopis disclosed their loving sentiments by offering him their sidelong glances in charity. The bangles fell silent as they embraced Krishna with their eyes. They felt as if they were beholding a bouquet of beautiful flowers.
Please close your eyes and try to visualize what you hear as Divya Kishori read for the last time a little slower.
Feeling intensely attracted to Krishna, the gopis disclosed their loving sentiments by offering him their sidelong glances in charity. The bangles fell silent as they embraced Krishna with their eyes. They felt as if they were beholding a bouquet of beautiful flowers.
Thank you. Now we will have next meditation is Krishna playing with ball. A very beautiful picture. So please visualize nicely. Take it in your heart. And maybe Jennifer, if you would like to read the next.
Catch a ball thrown high above his head, Krishna looked up, held his tilted turban with his left hand, and caught the ball perfectly in his right hand. Whenever Krishna threw a ball high in the sky, he squinted his eyes to reduce the glare of the sun. To catch a ball thrown high above his head, Krishna looked up, held his tilted turban with his left hand, and caught the ball perfectly in his right hand. Whenever Krishna threw a ball high in the sky, he squinted his eyes to reduce the glare of the sun.
Close your eyes and try to see it in your mind's eyes.
To catch a ball thrown high above his head, Krishna looked up, held his tilted turban with his left hand, and caught the ball perfectly in his right hand. Whenever Krishna threw a ball high in the sky, He squinted his eyes to reduce the glare of the sun.
Beautiful. So this is the last meditation before we start the reading. This is Krishna and Balaram coming back home after a long day. On that particular day, they had played with Dhenukasura. Now they are coming back to their homes. And maybe Shri Hari Govinda, if you like to read the last one.
The pleasant evening breeze carried the clouds of dust raised by the hooves of the cows returning to Vrindavan. The dust appeared to kiss the cowherd boys as it slowly sprinkled down on their hair and turbans. The Vraja gopis, watching intently from the rooftops, lost their minds upon hearing the melodious sound of Krishna's flute and seeing his delightful face. Conveying his secret attachment, Krishna glanced lovingly towards them with his lotus petal eyes before entering his house. The pleasant evening breeze carried the clouds of dust raised by the hooves of the cows returning to Vrindavan. The dust appeared to kiss the cowherd boys as it slowly sprinkled down on their hair and turbans. The Vraja gopis, watching intently from the rooftops, lost their minds upon hearing the melodious sound of Krishna's flute and seeing his delightful face. Conveying his secret attachment, Krishna glanced lovingly toward them with his lotus petal eyes before entering his house.
Please close your eyes and try to see the whole picture in your mind's eyes.
The pleasant evening breeze carried the clouds of dust raised by the hooves of the cows returning to Vrindavan. The dust appeared to kiss the cowherd boys as it slowly sprinkled down on their hair and turbans. The Vraja gopis, watching intently from the rooftops, lost their minds upon hearing the melodious sound of Krishna's flute and seeing his delightful face. Conveying his secret attachment, Krishna glanced lovingly toward them with his lotus petal eyes before entering his house.
Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. We are ready to start with the reading of the chapter 8, part 2 today. Golokavasini Mataji, would you like to start the reading?
Yes, Prabhuji. Okay. The celebration of Krishna's birthday. One year, Nanda Maharaj organized a grand festival to celebrate Krishna's auspicious birthday. Krishna sat upon a celestial golden throne, and all the Vraj gopis came to worship him. The loud pounding of the bhari drums, the dhinta dhinta sounds from the mridangas and dandubis, and the skillful beats on the dholaks announced the auspicious festival of Krishna's birthday. The joyous vibration on the occasion was enhanced by the excited voices and jingling ankle bells of the elderly gopis as they greeted the various guests. The learned Brahmanas bathed Krishna with thousands of streams of pure water poured from crystal pitchers, while purifying the environment with perfectly enunciated mantras. This added waves of attraction to Krishna's already gorgeous body. They dried Krishna with a fine linen cloth, dressed him in a yellow silk dhoti and chadar, decorated him with glittering gems, and anointed his forehead with tilak made of gorachana. After fixing his jeweled bracelets and armbands, they tied some dhruva grass around his wrist with turmeric soaked thread. Following the local customs of such blissful festivals, the merciful Yashoda blessed Krishna by showering flowers upon his head. The elderly gopis sang transcendental, traditional Vraja Bhasha songs and waved lamps respectfully before the Lord. He who is kind to his friends and the object of the gopis' love sat quietly on his asan, accepting arati. Then, with great enthusiasm, the Vrajavasis joyfully offered gifts to Krishna and gave him a variety of creamy milk sweets. To properly complete the festival, Yashoda had her servants invite the general public. Yashoda offered palatable food to the wives of the village leaders, the married women, and the young girls of Vrindavan. Nanda Maharaj invited the cowherd men, such as Sananda, Upananda, and their wives, to take the sumptuous foods cooked by Rohini, the crest jewel among women. When the cowherd men arrived, Yashoda honored their youngest sons by worshipping them and offering pearl necklaces. Though pained by separation from their husbands because they had to accompany their mother in law to the festival, the newly married gopis put on ornate and elegant ankle length dresses. The tender faces of these newlyweds glowed splendidly under the fine fabric of their veils. Feeling intensely attracted to Krishna, the gopis disclosed their loving sentiments by offering him their sidelong glances in charity. Their bangles fell silent as they embraced Krishna with their eyes. They felt as if they were beholding a bouquet of beautiful flowers. No one noticed the auspicious meeting of Krishna and the gopis.
Thank you, Golokavasini Mataji.
Thank you.
Tanu, would you like to continue?
Though they had seen Krishna before, the young unmarried gopis like Dhanya Sakhi just stood with their mothers and gazed timidly upon him as if it was the first time. While bathing in the lake of Krishna's exquisite beauty, the unmarried gopis expressed their desire to be his wives by offering him mental flowers scented with camphor. They became shy, however, when Krishna accepted their proposal with a favorable glance. No one could detect the infinite bliss the gopis now relished within their hearts. At that time, Krishna's pet parrot left his side and landed on the lotus feet of a gopi whose heart pulsated with love. Hoping to develop a relationship with Krishna, that excited gopi respectfully welcomed the parrot. Understanding the hint, Krishna cast the fresh lotus garland of his glance toward Radha, the daughter of Rishbhanu. Krishna's glance seemed to say, "O parrot, I saw this gopi Radha looking at me from the watchtower as I took the cows to the forest." No one else saw this secret exchange of sweet love. Understanding that Radha's body had become slender due to her Purva Rag, Krishna looked upon her with great compassion. Then Yashoda, shining with all auspicious qualities, smiled gently and took lotus-faced Radhika and the other gopis to another room to feed them. After worshipping his best cows with scents and garlands, Vrajraj Nanda escorted his guests to a wide jeweled veranda and set them down on wooden seats. Then he bathed their feet, performed Achman, and offered Aragya. Nanda arranged for Rohini and the wives of Sananda and Upananda to respectfully serve them first-class food and drink on gold plates. At the conclusion of the meal, Nanda personally gave them betel nut, cardamom, scents, garlands, and ornaments. After the elderly men, children, and babies had eaten the feast, the married women and girls sat down in 2 rows to eat. Radhika and others received respect according to their position. Yashoda swam in an ocean of happiness as she personally served the gopis. In a voice that sounded as sweet as pattering raindrops of nectar, Yashoda spoke to each guest. "Please do not feel shy. Just eat to your heart's content." Yashoda affectionately served everyone and then honored them with offerings of betel nuts, garlands, ointments, sindura, and gold embroidered cloth. Finally, Yashoda, the crest jewel of good fortune, embraced each of the gopis before sending them home. Smiling broadly, Yashoda distributed the remnants of the feast to the sinless residents of the village. Nanda Maharaj presented gifts to the dancers and musicians, while Yashoda blessed them with her upraised palm. Upon concluding the festival, Yashoda thought holding such a festival every day would surely fulfill all her desires. For a moment, she felt a touch of sadness, fearing that she may not have fully satisfied all the guests.
Thank you.
Playing ball. After his birthday festival, Krishna and his boyfriends spent the days in the forest herding the cows. While walking, they rolled clusters of kunda flowers into balls, which looked like sesame seeds laddu, and bombarded each other's bodies with infallible aim. The boys enjoyed this sport very much. Sometimes they threw balls high into the sky as if to tease the Svarga Devis, the demigoddess. And at other times they threw them horizontally, as if making earrings for the deities of the directions. Running along with his companion, the son of the king of Vrindavana absorbed himself in playing and did not even stop for a moment's rest. To catch a ball thrown high above his head, Krishna looked up, held his tilted turban with his left hand, and caught the ball perfectly in his right hand. Whenever Krishna threw a ball high in the sky, he gracefully raised his right hand and squinted his eyes to reduce the glare of the sun. With his curly hair flying about, Gopal played for hours with his friends, his face and body covered in perspiration. Krishna looked like the autumnal full moon studded with pearls. And when the game ended, Krishna took shelter of some shady trees to relieve his fatigue. One friend spread his cloth on the ground as a bed. One friend fanned Krishna with leaves, and another massaged his feet. In this way, the cowherd boys humbly served Krishna. The boyfriends of the Lord, who had performed heaps of pious activities, expressed varieties of blissful rasas as they passed their days herding cows with Krishna, the super soul of all. The demigods felt great that killing of Dhenukasura. Satisfaction.
Okay.
The demigods felt great satisfaction as they watching Krishna blissful cow-herding times.
We can hear properly. We get a sign on our screen that the sound has changed. Everything is fine?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
The happiness of Krishna and Balaram increased moment after moment as they played with their friends. One day, everyone listened to Krishna narrate the glories of Vrindavan trees, creepers, bees, the deer, and animals to his elder brother. Due to the hot sun, drops of perspiration appeared on the foreheads of Krishna and Balaram. To relieve their exhaustion, they rested in the shade of some thick foliage. The cowherd boys, while laughing and speaking sweetly, removed the fatigue of Krishna and Balaram by offering various items. This personal service increasingly amplified their affection for Krishna. Sometimes Krishna comforted Balaram by personally massaging his feet and offering other services. Feeling refreshed, Krishna and Balaram ignored the hot sun and played again with the cowherd boys, laughing gleefully in great delight. Overcome with merriment, they followed the cows into the forest, and everyone relished a festive mood, bathing in the natural aura of Krishna's sweet love.
Thank you. And Divya Kishori, would you like to continue?
Thank you, sir. With a stream of honey-dipped words, the boy spoke to Krishna, who is generous, attractive, expert in all types of sports, full of matchless strength, and the best among all worthy persons. The cowherd boy said, O Krishna, supreme enjoyer and all-powerful one, please hear us. Our bodies can no longer tolerate the severe hunger we feel. Nearby is a forest of tar, palm trees, full of mouth-watering fruits. The sweet aroma of those ripened fruits attracts our minds. Simply shaking the trees will bring all the delicious fruits to the ground. Our desire to have those fruits is very great. If you think it is a good idea, then let us go to that tal forest. After hearing this, Krishna agreed to satisfy their desires by entering the forest guarded by the evil Dhenuka. While observing the beauty of the forest, Krishna stated his intentions to take the fruits. The branches of the trees bent down from the weight of the ripened, bright orange tal fruits. The tightly packed clusters of fruits appeared like one big fruit. The fruit trees practically touched the clouds and were beyond the reach of the common people. The fragrance of the tal fruits pleased the entire earth. Being greedy for that fragrance, the wind stole it and made a rustling sound in the leaves of the trees as it ran away. Krishna glanced happily at those trees and gave the command, pick the fruits. The cowherd boys threw stones at the tal forest with their restless hands. Dhenuka, a demon in the form of a donkey, exploded with anger when hearing the loud sound of the falling fruits. Suddenly, the sky darkened from a huge dust cloud created by the scratching of Dhenuka's hooves, and the earth trembled from the stomping of his feet. His ear-splitting roar frightened the demigods. Ignoring the other boys, Dhenuka brayed louder than thunder while attacking Krishna and Balaram. Prabhuji, is my voice audible? Is there some disturbances at the back?
We can hear a little bit in the back, but it's okay. We can hear you quite nice.
Okay. Sorry, I'm in park. Before the invincible Lord, Dhenuka looked like a grasshopper jumping into a fire. Intending to kill them, he charged Balaram and violently kicked the Lord's chest with the hooves of his hind legs. With the fingers of his left hand, Balaram seized Dhenuka by his hooves and threw him onto the top of a palm tree. The demon screamed loudly and died. Seeing the death of Dhenuka, his fellow as demons sought revenge for the loss of their close friend. Large numbers of strong donkeys immediately attacked Krishna and Balaram, but the two brothers easily killed them all. Abundant fruits fell from the trees and piled up on the ground below, which turned muddy from the juice of so many broken fruits. The boys threw the unripe fruits around in play. Knowing the rules of purity, they did not touch the fruits contaminated by the blood of the demons. Just smelling the strong fragrance of the thala forest satisfied them. Krishna, Balaram, and the cowherd boys collected the cows while admiring the stout trees of the forest. Noticing the arrival of afternoon, Krishna made his way back to Vrindavan. Krishna, the crest jewel of lovers, performed human-like feats while playing his flute and wandering on the bank of the Manasi Ganga. The pleasant evening breeze carried the clouds of dust raised by the hooves of the cows returning to Vrindavan. The dust appeared to kiss the cowherd boys as it slowly sprinkled down on their hair and turbans. The Vrajagopis, watching intently from the rooftops, lost their minds upon hearing the melodious sound of Krishna's flutes and seeing his delightful face. Conveying his secret attachment, Krishna glanced lovingly towards them with his lotus petal eyes before entering his house. When Krishna and Balaram arrived, Yashoda and Rohini enthusiastically cleansed the dust from their bodies, washed and rubbed them with oil, and bathed them. After dressing and ornamenting the two brothers, they fed them and laid them to rest. By nature, Krishna is an unfathomable ocean of sweetness and the best among all qualified persons. His beauty illuminates the whole universe and dispels the lamentation from the hearts of his obedient followers.
Thank you. So we will conclude with the final meditation. Please close your eyes. And today is the birthday of Krishna. We are now there as the guests of this ceremony, and we just watch how Krishna is being worshipped by all the Brajvasis. See the Brahmanas who are bathing Krishna with thousands of streams of pure water poured from crystals, pitchers. Hear the melodious sounds of their mantras. You can hear also the sound of dholaks, mridangas, and the singings of elderly gopis. See how the Brahmanas now are dressing Krishna with fine cloth. So yellow silk dhoti and chador. They decorate him with glittering gems. See how beautiful Krishna's darkish body is decorated with shining jewels. See how they anoint Krishna's forehead with a tilak. Yasoda blessed Krishna by showering flowers upon his head, while some elder gopis offer him an Aratic lamp. See Krishna quietly accepting their offerings. See how everyone approach Krishna and offer gift and a variety of creamy milk sweets to Krishna. Remember how the gopis disclosed their loving sentiments by offering their sidelong glance to Krishna in charity. Their bangles fell silent as they embraced Krishna with their eyes. They felt as if they were beholding a bouquet of beautiful flowers. See how Yasoda offers palatable food to the wives of the village leaders, the married women, and the young girls of Vrindavan. See Nanda Maharaj on the big white veranda, worshipping his guests and giving them first-class food and drinks on golden plate. Remember how Krishna's pet parrot was landing on Srimati Radharani's feet. When Krishna saw how respectfully she welcomed his parrot, he gave her the fresh lotus garland of his glance. No one else could see those loving exchanges. At the end, remember how Mother Yasoda thought, if every day could be a day like this day, my life will be full with happiness. Please remember your spiritual master. Offer him some prayers, gratitude for today's meditation. Welcome back, everyone. Oops, video is again off. Okay, good. So thank you for joining today in this beautiful celebration of Krishna's birthday. It was nice to see how birthday must have been done in the morning, the whole celebration, and how in the afternoon they went and were playing balls together with the cowboys. And also a very short description of Dhenukasura Lila, but also very, very beautiful. Today the reading was a little shorter, so we have a little bit more time. I just wanted to speak a little bit about Dhenukasura. And it is described that he represents a few things, but one of it is actually represent the mode of ignorance. Dhenukasura, or this anatta, or this obstacle, causes complete ignorance of our eternal identity. Dhenukasura also gives foolish conceptions about the holy name and the object of our worship, the spiritual master. When we have foolish conception of those highly spiritual personalities, we know that here is Dhenukasura. Dhenukasura also represents the propensity to enjoy and control that is hiding in our hearts. Like we see sometimes asses, they are famous for their ignorance because they work very hard for almost no result. So the solution that is given against Dhenukasura is to destroy the ignorance. We should be cultivating spiritual transcendental knowledge. That's the knowledge of the soul, and also to develop spiritual perspective in our lives. There is also a beautiful detail that is mentioned when Krishna and the boys came to the Tala fruits. In Kavi Karnapur's description, they threw stones and the fruits fell on the ground. But in some other Acharya's description, Balaram was shaking the trees, and then the fruits were falling, and then the Dhenukasura come. So one observation of that is that sometimes Guru will shake us, and when Guru is shaking us, then the fruits will fall, and Dhenukasura will come, and we will be able to see actually our shortcomings. He will shake us, and the demon will come out. And then when we become aware of those inner demons inside of us, then by the power of the holy name, those demons will be destroyed. So that's a small reflection on the Dhenukasura. And now I will be very happy to hear from you if you have also some reflections or any particular details you remember from today's pastime that you would like to carry with you during the day or even during the week or even during your life, maybe. So maybe, yeah, Golokavasini Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Mataji, thank you. Prabhuji, I was remembering the so many abhisheks which I attended in the temple. So all the memory was coming, and I was feeling that Prabhupada has given everything the same. It's like the same Brahmanas, they bathe and chanting the different mantras and different bhogas after the abhishek is over, and the kirtan and the drums and all. So Srila Prabhupada has given us the same which is happening in Golok Vrindavan. So I was feeling that I just need to have those eyes to see the abhishek when it is happening in the temple. So sometimes focus is not there because of the so much crowd and pushing and this and all. But if we are internally meditating, focusing, then it's like seeing Krishna taking bath.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Gurukavasini Mataji. It's very nice and very relevant comment, and also very nice to bring it again, to bring back all the credit to Srila Prabhupada for all what he has given us, and how, yes, how so often we take it cheaply, and we are there in the Abhishek, and our mind is just wandering on who is there, how others are dressed, and all those strange thoughts. But this is actually opportunity to enter a different dimension. Yeah, very nice. Thank you so
I think
much.
yesterday was the Radar Appearance Day, and we were reading. There is a beautiful bhajan of the Gora Arti for Gaur Gadadhar, and this is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And practically he starts this bhajan, and then he sees the Gaur Gadadhar, and this is the Panchatattva. They all transform, they become Radha and Krishna, and there is the whole Vrindavan is there. Or we see, like our spiritual master was mentioning also in the Shuddha Bhakati, Charana Renu, also there Bhaktivinoda Thakur say that the whole house transformed is not any longer his house, but is Vrindavan. So our spiritual master was mentioning here there are three different levels in which a devotee sees. The first level is the level with these eyes we see. This is the level of the beginning where we see the external, we see like this. The second level will say it's a level actually where we become still a little more sensitive, and we see the presence of the Lord, the energy of the Lord, consciousness. And we say, but the third level is the level of the eyes of devotion, of the eyes of love. And when we have these eyes, like you were mentioning, then it transforms, like we see in the case of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. So, or like you say, like we see the Abhishek, and we will not see any longer the temple where we are, but we will really see, like, because we are meditating with the eyes of love, we will see really like Krishna taking this bath. And yeah, so we can also practice this to look more to in life by reading and meditating on this, by seeing beyond, not just seeing the externals.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. And cake cutting is not there in Goloka. Cake cutting generally, so many cakes are offered, and the cake cutting ceremony is done. So, but we don't find any.
But it's nice, it is receiving many sweet,
Creamy, 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 creamy sweets. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji. But in Jennifer, would you like to, do you have anything you take with you from today's reading?
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think what stuck most with me was, yeah, just this wonderful celebration of Krishna's appearance, and I was, yeah, just amazed to hear like how dedicated are Nana Maharaj and Yashoda to, yeah, really make all the guests feel, yeah, very, yeah, just taking so much care of them with so much love, and yeah, really attending to all the details, and yeah, just this these sentiments from Mother Yashoda, like that she was actually anxious, did I do enough? And yeah, even though she was really like forgetting all about herself and really giving everything, but she was still questioning, like, was it enough? And yeah, so I found that very beautiful. And yeah, how she was actually wishing that every day would be like this. And yeah, I was kind of reflecting on myself, how am I feeling on Janmashtami days, and yeah, and like it's a little bit frustrating because I see that I'm more in this anxiety, like of the whole austerity behind it and not eating the whole day. And yeah, I know that the day before it's always yeah, I'm always a little mental, like, okay, what's it going to be like? Am I going to be okay not eating and all these things? So yeah, I'm really hoping and praying that with the next Janmashtami, maybe to be more in this state of mind of really focusing on Krishna and making it a beautiful day for him. And that was wonderful to hear.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Divya Kishori, would you like something to share?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much for this nectar reading. Actually, it's very nectarian. So just wanted to thank. I think everybody has shared everything. So just want to take this back, the appearance day of Krishna, with my and be more conscious like how pleasing it will be to Krishna, and how Krishna is peacefully accepting the gifts. So I understand that the Lord is very merciful. Whatever best we can give, He will accept. So yes, I think this is one point I was reflecting. Others are also devotees discussed. So I just
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Very nice. Very nice. Sorry, I lost focus. Rajamandala, I almost forgot your name. Rajamandala, would you like do you have anything you would like to share from today's reading?
Oops.
Yeah, you are muted again. We heard just a little something. I don't know if you said, yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, camera. Okay. Am I on? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so what inspired me so much again is this absolute absence of envy in the spiritual world, where devotees like Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini, they are both cooking, preparing, serving, doing everything so surrendered for the pleasure of everyone else. And this surrender, my impression is, comes because of this enormous, gigantic ocean of love, that they're so much in love with Krishna and with everybody else. And this is what always amazes me, this respect and love, everything that they have in spiritual world. And also when Parrot came from Krishna to Radharani's feet, and then when Krishna saw respect that she showed for the parrot, then he glanced upon Shri Radha. That these two things, yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Raj Mandala. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for this Sangha.
Shri Hari Govinda, Prabhu.
Hi, Paul. Thank you so much. I think most years we get to experience Janmashtami just once, but this year we got to experience it twice. So thank you so much. And like Jennifer and Brajamandal Prabhu was saying, the service attitude of Nanda and Yashoda, they're like the king and queen of Vrindavan, but still serving with so much love and devotion. And I'm usually after some big service, I'm like, oh, okay, it's finally over. And Yashoda, mother was thinking, oh, we should do this every day. So it is really amazing. And the sweet exchanges between Krishna and the gopis, and the descriptions, this one description, the lotus garland of his glance,
Mm-hmm.
the way he gave it to the gopis, and even the various rasas experienced, even by the sakhas. It is not just sakhya, but also sometimes with massaging his feet, sometimes taking care of him, and also Krishna massaging Balram's feet. I think that was I found that very sweet. And I was thinking during the reading what the Dhenukasura represented, and the importance of Balram actually killing the Dhenukasura, because it's usually Krishna killing the demons. But you explained that very well. If you have some more to share about Balaram and why it was him that was killing the Dhenukasura, I would be very glad to hear.
Thank you. Thank you for your valuable comment. I think when we hear all those loving exchange, it's also like an open invitation. It makes like a huge contrast of what we experience in this world, and it's actually supposed to be like a hand that is given toward us, like invitation. Please come. You are meant to live in the spiritual world. You are meant to live in this atmosphere of non-envy, in this atmosphere where love is so much exchanged. I was also thinking after Janmastami, usually we have Prabhupada Appearance Day, and then after that we feel, oh, good that it's over. Let's get back into some peace. And but there in the spiritual world, I feel, oh, it should be every day.
Spiritual anxiety,
Yeah.
there's no peace.
Yeah. I mean, regarding Dhenukasura, yes, Dhenukasura and Pralambasura are two demons that were killed by Balaram. All others are actually killed by Krishna. And they represent, I heard like this, there are different description and different acharya commenting on that. But I heard like Dhenukasura is the mode of ignorance and Pralambasura is the mode of passion. So those are actually the two modes that keep us very, very strongly in material consciousness. And more or less from those two, all other anarthas are coming, because everything is based on this passion and ignorance that are influencing our consciousness, and then envy, lust, greed, and illusion, and all of them is just developed by those lower modes. So therefore, because they are so much at the essence of our life, Balaram is taken care of, and because Balaram is actually the spiritual master, it shows like to uproot the essence of all the anarthas and all the difficulties we have to actually take shelter of the guru. It is some acharya explains that these two demons or two obstacles in our heart, we need to make a great effort from our side to remove them. But the effort is actually not that we have to try to fight against them on our own, but it's an effort of calling for help to the spiritual master, to Srila Prabhupada, to the Guru. We call for help so that he will come to remove those obstacles. And often we are not aware of those obstacles. Often we think we are everything goes fine in our life, and Guru sometimes will shake us to make the obstacles come visible, the fruits to fall, and then we can again be in the right attitude of calling for shelter at the lotus feet of the spiritual masters. That's what I could add to it. Thank you so much, Vejanti.
Yes, I like it also very much this playfulness that we saw with the cowboys, and also like when they were playing balls, and then Krishna tilted his head, keep his turban like this, he throw the ball, and then the sun, and he was like, I would say, squinting his eyes. It was very playful. So nice to see also all these beautiful images of Krishna playing. And there was also one that I kept, like also again, like how poetic is Kavikarnapur. Maybe you can help me. When actually the wind because how it was, he wanted
the wind came to steal the fragrance
Yes.
of the tala fruits and made sound in the leaves as he ran away.
Yeah, so you could have said, okay, the wind was blowing and bringing the fragrance, but again, now with this poetic and also actually like everything is very personal, even the wind is personal, everything is made of love in Vrindavan. So I really appreciated also these beautiful pictures.
I remember also how Krishna, they were throwing the balls in the sky to tease the demigoddess, and then they would throw the balls horizontally, and they were making like earrings for the 4 directions with the balls. I also found very, very beautiful. Good. So I think it's a great luxury that we can spend 1 hour just hearing about Krishna, just reflecting about Krishna, and hopefully our hearts become a little attracted to come and make our life successful, which was very much Prabhupada's instruction. Huh? You make your life successful, you go back to God at this lifetime. And for that, we need also to hear about these pastimes. So we get some hook. Our hearts get hooked toward the ultimate goal of life, and most probably the small problems of life that preoccupied our minds so much, they lose a little bit importance, and we can easily or more easily let them aside. So thank you for joining. Krishna willing, we go to the next chapter next Saturday. Thank you so much for your wonderful association and good reading, and see you next Saturday. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you, Mataji Prabhuji. Thank you.